I believe, anyways. Bingo, bango, bongo. Thank you. And then 1, 2. Hello, good game. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. Thanks for taking the time to support the channel. I hope you're all having a magical day. Make sure to like the video right out of the gate. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, do that. And at 35,000 subs, less than 1 month away, we'll be giving away a complete rare playset to the latest expansion, D&D Adventure into the Forgotten Realms. Very exciting stuff. If you want to learn more, engage with the community, support the channel, check out the Linktree link in the description below, or give it a Google. Hello, good game Linktree, and I'm sure it will come right up. Today we have an Infinity one-turn kill combo with Xorn and Star of the Mounts, which is very cool. So we're making a ton of treasures. We're making the Star a 20/20 and dealing 20 damage directly to our opponents, which is a lot of fun. So buckle up, get ready. In today's video, we'll break down the deck list, talk about the strategies, the synergies, then we'll showcase all of that in the gameplay footage, finally wrapping up with our final thoughts on the deck and where we're going to take it into the future. So cheers, enjoy, let's get started. All right, Infinity Star one-turn kill version 1 is a standard 2022 best of 1 deck with an average mana value of 3.1. We have 22 creatures with 14 non-creatures, sorry, with 24 lands, right? Very consistent deck. It feels quite nice, and we have a ton of ramp within the build as well to support some of the higher cost spells in the deck. We are winning the game, ideally, with Inferno of the Star Mounts, a 6 mana, 6/6 flying haste, can't be countered, and we can pay 1 red source to give the mounts +1/+0 until the end of turn. When its power becomes 20 this way, it deals 20 damage to any target. So we'll be getting this in play, we'll be making a ton of treasures, and then dumping those treasures into the Star Mounts. Well, we'll be making all of those treasures with Xorn, a 3 mana, 3/2 elemental creature. And if you would create 1 or more treasure token, instead create 2 of those tokens, right? Or 1 of those, that many tokens +1 is what I mean to say, right? So that's great. Great stuff. So every time we make a treasure token, we'll be making an additional treasure. We have Magda, Brazen Outlaw in deck. It's a 2/1. Other dwarfs get +1/+0. Whenever you tap a dwarf, create a treasure token, which is very important. And then we can sacrifice 5 of the treasures to search our library for an artifact or a dragon card, putting it into the battlefield and then shuffling. And this is one of the main cards in the deck. We can tap the Outlaw at will with Jaspera Sentinel to ramp, right? Getting a mana from the Sentinel, tap an untapped creature you control, add 1 mana of any color, and we'll generate the treasure through the Outlaw, which is really cool. So this is a 1/2 with reach. That reach is really nice right now as well. We also have treasures through the Prosperous Innkeeper for 2 mana, a 1/1. When it enters play, create a treasure. And whenever another creature enters the battlefield under our control, gain 1 life, which is really nice. Unexpected Windfall. For 4 mana at instant speed, as an additional cost, discard a card, draw 2 cards, and create 2 treasures. Very, very good, especially if you have Xorn in play. We have removal through Dragon's Fire, 3 damage unless we reveal a dragon from our hand or from play and deal damage equal to that dragon's power. 4 through the Goldspan, 6 through the Star Mounts. The Goldspan will also generate treasures for us, a 4/4 with flying and haste. When it attacks or becomes a target of a spell, generate a treasure, and treasures we control have sacrificed this artifact to add 2 mana of any 1 color, which is great, right? So we are making double treasures through Xorn, and we're converting those treasures now into double mana through Goldspan, sinking them into the Inferno Star Mounts. Very, very good, right? But we can go even further than that, right? So we have Magda, and now we're moving into the Maskwood Nexus. Creatures you control are every creature type. They will all be dwarfs, right? So whenever any of our creatures tap with Magda in play, they'll make treasures. If Xorn is in play, they'll each make 2 treasures. Woof. And of course, you can sink 3 mana in to tap the Nexus to create a 2/2 shapeshifter. It is what it is. But really, this is here to create the creature type of all of our creatures now dwarfs, right? So whenever you tap the Sentinel, treasure. Whenever you tap the Innkeeper, treasure. Xorn, treasure. So these things are really, really nice. And ideally, that combos with Esika's Chariot, a 4 mana artifact vehicle 4/4 crew for 4. When it enters play, create 2/2/2 cat tokens, right? Whenever it attacks, create a copy of a token you control. It can create a copy of a treasure token, which is pretty cool, doubling through Xorn. It can also, just copy the cats as well, which is pretty cool. So if we have the Nexus in play, and then we play the Chariot, you tap the 2 cats with the crew 4, boom, there you go, with some treasures, because they're dwarfs, because Nexus is in play, right? You have Xorn in play as well, boom, you just made yourself 4 treasures. The Chariot comes in play, and what's cool about the Chariot is you can keep recrewing things. So you crew the cats for the Chariot, then you crew the Chariot on itself, and then maybe you crew Xorn because it's going to be a 4/3 because it's a dwarf now, if Magda is in play as well. All of this is going to be generating treasures, more than you know what to do with, right? You can even get more out of that through the Windfall, but then we're using Magda's ability, right? Grabbing, if we don't have the Nexus, that. If we don't have the Chariot, that. To combo with Xorn. Once we do have that in play, or if we're just looking to close out the match old-fashioned style, then you just go Goldspan Dragon, and then eventually Inferno Star of the mounts, right? So Magda is absolutely amazing, easily the MVP in the deck, and it's crazy. So just the sheer amount of mana that you can generate through the treasures will allow you to basically play your whole deck through Magda, right? Because once you do have the Nexus in play, all of our creatures will be, the same type, right? So they're all going to be dragons as well as dwarfs. So they get the dwarf ability, the +1/+0, and when they tap, they make a treasure. But they also all become dragons, so you can pull anything you want out from your library, right? So even though the Xorn is just an elemental, if you have the Nexus in play, then you can start pulling Xorns as a top priority with your Magda. So Magda's first pull is the Nexus. If you already have the Nexus in play, then your top priority is to get all of the Xorns in play, right? And that ability of Xorns will stack, and that allows you to go infinite in one turn, which is really cool. So again, Nexus in play, and then you get Xorn out of your library as a dragon, which is pretty cool. And then you are crewing the Chariots on that, and you can take multiple Chariots. Always keep the new Chariot that you just played, because you get to crew the cats, and then you get to crew itself. So that's 2 crew sets, and for every Xorn you have in play with the Magda and the Nexus, it's just too much. You're going to be making a ton of treasures. And then, like I said, you're just sinking that in to the 6/6, 14 treasures, 7 if you have Goldspan in play, and that's going to get you lethal. Of course, we have the lands here as well, which is pretty cool. If you run into any resistance, that's the deck. It's a very in-depth deck to master. You're going to need to play multiple games with it to really get a hold of where it is. But like I said, priority on Magda, the Nexus, and then you stack Xorns, get the Chariots going to generate all of those treasures with the crewing, and then you sink that all into the star mounts. I know you guys are going to have a better grasp of this as we watch today's gameplay footage, so enjoy, and we'll be back to wrap up after that with our final thoughts and deck review. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out the link tree to help support. Cheers. Going first, I mean, it's really hard to not play the Goldspan when it's in your hand. There's removal. We have a little bit of draw. Let's send our love out. And just right away, scoop it up. Decline. Scoopsy whoopsies. Here you go. Passing our turn. Spellbinder's great. I'm going to pass turn. If they want to take Dragon's Fire, that's cool news for me. I think they take the Windfall. Well, they take a Dragon. Just in case they get protection. Right? Let's just fry it. It keeps us alive, and the longer we can stay alive, the better. No Skyclave Apparition. You leave me alone. Good God. It's always there. They always have it. But you know what I always have? Goldilocks! That allows us to play the other one next turn. Maya's like, you're getting pretty excited about that dragon. You should really only ever get that excited about me. Right? Let's be honest, Dad. I'm your favorite. This dragon is gonna come and go. So we probably still get hit for 4 here. It's a good hit, and they're keeping pace. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. 2 dragons, lethal in 2. So they really need to deal with us. Bingo bango. Take a draw. Toss our Nexus. We go in with the treasures, which is great. And we first play the Chariot. You know, just get some chump blockers out there. Ending our turn. And that is some very merry love. I think we're good to go. We're at 16. And we have a Xorn in hand, right? So getting very close to that combo. It seems hard to get it, though. Like, it's pretty over the top when you do get it, but it's hard to get there. And they should just play defensively with that Skyclave, should they not? No attacks. Okay. Makes sense. Xorn in play. Do we tap Xorn and a cat for the Chariot, right? And then we're attacking for 4 in the air. The Skyclave takes the other one. The 2/2 takes the cat. And the 1/1 takes the Chariot. I still think we swing all in, don't we? Right, because we don't want Xorn to die. And then we still just pour on the pressure. Casual 8-10 mana available. Maybe Crackling Fire is the answer. So they block the 4/4. They have to block the 4/4. It's lethal. Right? Yeah. And then they're just left with the 6/6. And the Snowhaven. Hey Maya, how are you doing today? Oh! Nice. Protection from their hand. Was not expecting that. We keep the land in hand to discard if we draw the, I don't even know what it's called. Unexpected Windfall. I need to remember that card. We have 16 life. They hit us for 7. Oh, Sparring Regiment's sick. Good for them. I still think we go wide, though. Right? Actually hit for 8. They're so close. They're so close. Only hitting for 7 then. What? They can make 1 blocker here. So they still have a blocker, remember. 3 blockers. They might get us. We need to get lucky here. That is not lucky. That is not lucky. think we just have to go all in. We're gonna lose that dragon. Like, we don't get any damage through. And then they're still at the very least left with their Haven, and we lose everything. Nice. Yeah, I shouldn't have crewed. Not that it matters, two of their creatures have flying anyways, but I think that is a good game. I think they've got us. That's pretty terrible. Right, we're screwed if we attack, we're screwed if we don't. Let's see if we top deck another land. We just take the damage. We really just need a haste flyer. I don't know if that works or not, because we'll be spending all 5 of our treasures. We have Xorn. And Goldie would die when we, like... There's no way out of this. We make the treasure this way with the Chariot. And then we pull out the dragon, I believe. So they have 2 flyers, and they have a 4/4. So the 2 flyers get blocked. The 4/4 gets blocked. We still hit for 4. They have Faceless Haven. They have Faceless Haven. So we could take the Nexus and keep crewing for more treasures. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we crew for more treasures. Right, we crew the Outlaw. That takes us up to 3. And then we crew the 2 cats. That makes more treasures for us, right? We play the mountain. We sack 1. Oh, no. Z. We go back to Magda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Submit 5. Oh, no, we needed to double Xorn, maybe. We'll make 1... I think we'll make 4 again. Or we just go right to the cat again. And that allows us to recrew a whole bunch. Oh, I hate my life. This is hard. I think we go back to the Chariot. We keep this Chariot. Make the cats. And then we can crew the Putty Tooties. That makes a bunch more mana. Right? We need more Xorns is what we need though, right? And then we sack the Borrower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. to grab a Xorn, right? And then we crew, you know, itself. That's going to make some more treasures. We should have taken Xorn earlier. And then we crew Xorn as well. Oh man, this is way too big-brained. And then we need to grab the Outlaw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Submit 5. We go back to a Putty Tooty Tat. For the Chariot, we keep the new one, make the cats, and then we crew the 2 Putty Tooties. Make a ton of treasures here, right? So that's good. And then we crew ourselves again, making more treasures. And now we have 12 available mana. Ugh, this is just too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We take another Xorn. You know, I'll get it eventually. Math is too hard for me. And then we tap. Well, cancel. We'll just do it again. We'll just go big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get all the Xorns out. Oh, that is all the Xorns. No, it's not. And then we can crew these two, right? We've got this. This is easy. We'll just beat them with star mounts. Damage. Boom. So because the Nexus, they're all dwarfs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Submit 5. And now we pull out the cat. Keep the new one. Make the other cats. And then we tap the 2 cats. And now this is treasure generation at its finest. So we tap ourselves over here, you know, doing a similar thing. Good times, good times. And now we take out the star mounts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe, anyways. Bingo, bango, bongo. Thank you. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? And then we just dump in all of our mana, go up to 20 for a very, very good game. We get the combo wombo. We were almost dead, but we persevered. That sparring regiment is pretty crazy. So now we're just dumping all of the red mana into the star mounts, taking it up to its 20 power, instant 20 damage ability, which is pretty crazy, right? And that's going to be really nice. And that just goes directly to their person. We don't have to attack. We don't have to do anything but target them as an individual. Wow! Nice! So we may have overdone it there with the Xorns, and I probably should have went to the Xorns earlier on, but you know, it's actually literally the first time I've had the deck pop off like this. So the more you play it, the more you get used to doing this play line, I think the better you would be at it. And, you know, massive thank you to our opponent for hanging in there. Black Blood, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Going first, I don't really care for this hand. Mulligan, look for more land. Well, I mean, at least we have the Innkeeper. Let's toss a Windfall. Xorn is here as well. Oh, and Magda. I'm going to play the Outlaw first and hope we pull a land. Then we Xorn, make 2 treasures. And I think the trade is worth it right now, right? So we'd make 2 treasures and trade with them. Because that cleric is going to get huge. And then it's just right to the Goldspan. So they're going to exile Goldspan. Let's make those treasures. Throw the Innkeeper. Right, it just replaces itself. Plus a treasure, which is really, really good. And I don't want to discard the Nexus, though, is the thing. So let's just get it in play. Which is great, so, you know, still looking for Magda. Still looking for potentially the Chariot. I think we just keep the treasures, leave the Changeling. Sack 1 treasure, make 2, draw 2 cards. Land in play. Do we just get to town? Hit for 7. Oh, these are all dragons, which is cool. Forgetting about that from our Nexus. That's another benefit. And then we just have a decent hit here. Down to 9. And the Nexus, maybe make a Changeling here if they wipe us. The Null Priest was not kicked, so it's just a 2/1 Menace lifelink. Professor learns 2/1, grabbing something from the sideboard. 3/2 token. They didn't wipe us, so that's fine. Let's send in the 3/2. It trades. Land can stay in our hand, I believe. In case we get another draw and discard situation. Ending our turn here. And we definitely set a stop to make the Nexus Changeling. Ooh. That is not good. Opry's a good card. We gain some life, though. That's always nice. Take our draw. There it is. I mean, at this point, so greedy over these treasures. Let's grab a life. And we'll swing in for 4. That is so much mana in our turn. Looking for, you know, the one and only Magda. She could pull a dragon out for us, which would be cool. Looking for the Chariot. After Magda, of course. So I guess we're just going wide. Right, it's only 1 treasure to make the Changeling. That lifelink is annoying, though. I'll double block. Does it have flying when it comes back? No. Right, let's just get rid of the lifelink right away. They only kill 1, but it does come back. Right, so that's always going to be threatening. Well, that's pretty good too, though, right? They're down to 10. We're hitting for 8. And they have 3 blockers, so that doesn't work. So many treasures. Right? Oh my gosh. Can we find the mana sink, please? One Inferno Star. Eat an Inferno Star big time. So we killed the thing the same way. Grabbing the Nexus, auto-paying. Grabbing some life, which is always good. Double block over here. And we block with Xorn on the Aspirant, I guess, and take the rest of the damage. The Aspirant does come back, but, you know, we have to deal with it twice, so why not deal with it the first time? I think that's game. You know, we have the dragons to attack on the return for lethal. Can we pick up a Star Mounts? Please? Pretty please? Not quite. I mean, it does help, but it's not the piece we needed. Or is it? Or is it? 1, 2, 3. It is! No! Give us the Star Mounts! Give us the star! Going first with land into a Goldspan. Beggars can't be choosers. Maybe we beg for a Jaspera Sentinel off the top? I guess we play first, so let's... Actually, I would still take it. I would rather a Magda, though, if it's on turn 2. Just trying to get this combo to pop off. That's all we want in our life. Just grab some lifelink, make the treasure. You know, that puts us at 3-4 next turn. And then we make 2 treasures. I don't know if that's good or not. Could be, could be. It's better when Xorn's in play. So they take the turn off, really, wow. I don't even know if they attack here. They don't. Two Innkeepers. Decent. Mountain in play. Decent. Pass turn. Goldilocks is up next. The Warhound is going to grab a land into play, and then they'll play their land for the turn. So it's a really good ramp for a mono white deck. Or maybe they don't have a land, so that is what it is. We take the damage. Our turn. Land out. Dragon is a go. We sack 1 treasure, that's fine. Gain 2 life. And then we hit in again quite nicely. Take our damage. Play the Chariot? I think so. That's 4 life. Don't mind if I do, Hugh. Don't mind if I do. I would like to Windfall at some point. Right, we want to find Xorn. Right, they have chump blockers in the air. We use the cats to trade with them. Right, like that 4-2 gets taken out of play if it attacks. I mean, we can even crew. So I don't think they have a safe attack here. Oh, whoops. I meant to crew and then block. Ah, shoot. I'm still going to trade with it. That's my bad. We could have just kept... We wanted to crew the cat. Totes, my bad. Play the mountain. Attack with the dragon. Make the treasure. They block with the 1/1. That's fine. And I think maybe we just fry the spirit. It is what it is. They're tapped out. Basically just taking the turn off. Grabbing our breath. And just dealing with anything that we might need to, you know, focus on in the future. I really like sticking it to the land. I know we want to discard a land at some point and draw, but if we could get Xorn in play before we do that, it's going to be nicer. Let's toss the Sentinel. So this is actually better news, I find. Just auto-paying. We crew Magda and the cat. We make another treasure, and we still have this other cat to play later on. And then we hit for 8. We could copy the treasure, but I think copying the cat's pretty cool against an aggro deck. Gaining that life as well because it's a creature through the Innkeepers. We get rid of the Warhound, which is totally fine. And do we play the Chariot right now? Yes. The chance that we top deck a Star Mount is unlikely. So let's just stack up some life, right? Up to 33. I think this is probably game. We need Xorn, and at this point Magda can get some of these treasures to sack. Maybe we should have not played the Chariot and gone into the Magda sack instead. It's always nice to go wide against an aggro deck. It's hard. It's, you know, when you're filming content, it's like, well, I need to both go for the win and showcase the deck, and you kind of get stuck between going to the two, right? Our opponent plays first, but the hand seems promising. Turn 1 Sentinel. Turn 2 Outlaw. Pass turn. Tap Magda for the treasure. Draw a land off the top. They'll have 1 island up. 1 forest up. An island. So we just, you know, make the mana. I could have blocked that, I guess, actually. I was a little early on that tap. Giving up 1 damage, how dare we? And I honestly think, you know, it's just go time. It's just lots of treasures. And then hopefully Magda can grab us an artifact, whether it be the Chariot or the Maskwood. They're ramping more. The ramp is kind of scary, but we do have also the Inferno in hand. And another dragon, which is going to get pretty serious. So if we can find Xorn, I think we're all set up here. I mean, looking down the barrel of an all-runs Epiphany next turn right there. Good hit. Interesting. Spend all of our land. Alright, it's worth less. Oh, whoops. I mistapped. Yeah. And we have to play this now. We're low on life. Let's play this. Innkeeper. Just spend that mana up. Oh, but now we have to spend this up. We're just in a perpetual loop of spending mana. Whatever, man. We still have that 1 mana left. We're not getting around it. Oh gosh, because the treasure's tapped for 2, so you're always just like spending that treasure mana, right? This is fine. How many all runs do they have in a row is the thing? We could just play defensively here. Which probably isn't bad. And then next turn we have lethal. Oh no, we don't unless we make all the treasures now. Because this is so expensive, we only have 3 mana. Right, it would be 3, 4, 5. We'd be 1 off. I'm just gonna hit for a little bit here. Just the 1 dragon. Because we know they have a double turn, and I don't want to overextend too much. Nice. It's the summoner. So we have haste. We should have doubled attacked. There's nothing we can really spend this mana on. Could be problematic. That's for sure. I literally just uploaded this deck, so it's not good. And we actually don't have what we want. So this is pretty terrible. Innkeeper out makes the treasure. Treasure's good. Blockers are great as well. I say we just go all in. That forces another Cyclone Summoner. This is an all-round though as well, so you know, it's not good either way. No blocks, let the damage through. Okay, okay. Oh no, they can still use the treasure. Yeah. Alright, so they're gaining more life there. Their turn again. 7 mana. Block with the Innkeeper. Do they take another turn? No. Cultivator. Into a land, into another Cultivator. Very wide. And they're up to 19 again. Pretty crazy stuff. We're so low on life. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4 available mana after Xorn. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. That's not enough. We're just super screwed. Yeah, I mean, Goldspan is best. Make the treasure. And then we attack, and we have 4 mana. We just take the damage. No blockers. Chariot with the mana. And then we have, you know, blocking the 7, blocking a 3. It's not pretty. We can get with the star mounts next turn, potentially hit for 10. It's pretty grody here. Ooh, they're hitting with the flyers. Six, 7, 8 damage here. Just blocking the 7, 7. Down to 4. Another cultivator. Cultivate much, bruh? I just hate Alrund's Epiphany. Such a swing. Okay, so they have no reach. We don't have enough blockers. For all I know, this is a giant for lethal, right? Or another all-round. We would have Xorn out. Tap this to make 2 treasures. Right? So now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still only hitting for 11. We'll play Goldspan. It's not great. We're too far behind, is the thing. I mean, we could tap for the Chariot to make a copy of the treasure, but I just don't see this working out, even with the blocker of the dragon. You know, it's cool to make all the treasures, but without, you know, a crackling fire to send in on the top here, we're going to have a hard time. I guess we could tap the 5 treasures, just to kind of show you guys where we do want to take it. Right, now we pull Maskwood. We're so close to getting it here, but it's just a little bit further than we'd like. And now, because we have Magda, we tap Xorn to create, you know, some of those treasures that we like so much. Sadly, we're already in the attack phase, which is brutal, but it is what it is. We can make some changelings. Tap those up for some more manners, right? Because now they are dwarfs, right? So you see how we're gaining all of that mana there. I guess I could tap myself as well. But since we're already in combat, you know, just to kind of demonstrate how that mana generation works, it is like that. And then we'd want to sink that mana typically in with the star mounts, but there's no defenders. So it is what it is. Right. Sad times. And if we could survive, then we could get all of the treasures into the Inferno. And maybe I misplayed there a bit, because we actually didn't need to attack with it. We just needed to sink it up to 20, which was 13 mana, 7 treasures. It's a difficult deck to play, but you know, we get to create a couple treasures here, and then we create a couple treasures there. And you see how we would now have 10? We're so close to dumping into this. It's ridiculous, right? So close. And then we just would sink all of these because they tap for 2 each, right? So that would be 10, which actually gets us to what, 17 or something? I think we needed 13. And we're totally tapped. So, you know, really close. That's how it works. You just go like this. It might be a little easier. Right, do the treasures first. And I know we don't have it, but it's so close, right? We're like 2 mana away or something. I'm sure somewhere I misplayed there. But yeah. This would be how you do it. Just the fastest way for your opponent, so you're not clicking the ability and making the game do the triggers. But yeah, good game. That's the deck. Let's try to get a win with it, right? All right, Infinity Star one-turn kill version 1 in Standard 2022 gets the job done. A difficult deck to pilot without a doubt. There's a lot of layers to this onion, but as you unmask it, it does become quite a bit easier. Remembering that priority, you know, Magda, Nexus, Xorn, Chariot, Star Mounts. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's going to win you the games quickly and consistency. So what did you guys think of the deck? Where do we take it from here? Is Inferno Star better than Crackling Fire? Maybe. I don't know. It's harder to interact with other than just a counterspell. But I do think that the debate is worth having. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you all again for your time and attention. Make sure to like the video to support me as an individual, and check out the Linktree link, subscribing to the channel to support yourself, right? We have the contest, the giveaways. We're giving away a play set, so do not miss out on that. Join the community. Have a magical day, most importantly, and we'll see you soon in the next.